Hello, everybody. Welcome to your weekly messages for January 31st to February 6th of 2021. And this is obviously good for all signs. Make sure you're subscribed to this channel if you haven't already. You're welcome to check me out on Instagram at these handles. And if you would like to check out classes, courses, any live stuff that I have going on, master classes, working with me one-on-one, go to onyxhealing.com. And just so you know, for Valentine's Day season, as that approaches, I am going to be putting Soulmate Recovery on sale. So make sure that you are up to date with all of that. And you're welcome to sign up for my newsletter if you would like to get notified when that goes on sale. All right, let me lay this out and then we will get into it. Okay, we have We the Hawthorns, Deep Love, Mother's Milk, Birth as a Portal. So I'm getting something new is emerging from this. I don't know what it's going to be, but the thing that's jumping out about this card is birth as a portal. So I think something has transformed. I know the past few readings have been like riddled with anxiety and nerves and a lot of doubt and fear, and it's really been a test for the past few weeks. So I think that you're seeing some progress really start to unfold, and things are getting clearer and better and easier. So love, abundance, healing, all of the unfolding you're witnessing in real time. And let's see what else we have going on. When I make joy a priority, brilliant ideas will come naturally, support will surround me, and movements will form. Okay, yes, so this is definitely the feminine frequency of feeling good, being what mobilizes you, right? That's what inspires the energy for you to act. It's different for the masculine polarity, keep that in mind. But I'm getting that you will enjoy what you're doing more. You're going to have more ease in the experience if it is pleasure-based. So this is a call to evaluate what are your values? What are you prioritizing at this time? Okay, let's see what else we have going on. Container, be intentional about what or who you wish to show up in the space you have provided. Set the energy for the endeavor up front. Hold space for spirit and trust. The trust piece is really, really, really important. I'm getting this week in particular, because as you're either in a transition or something's unfolding, it can feel kind of shaky, right? So it's, even though I'm getting that you're actually seeing the movement happen, you're seeing the ripple effect of changing your state and focusing on the state that you're in as being what mobilizes you. And there's also an element of holding space for the thing as well. So making an invitation and holding the container for the desire itself. So the trust piece and letting, the higher mechanics do some of the heavy lifting, if not all of the heavy lifting for you, is going to be an element required this week. Let's check out this central energy for you. Three of Wands. Okay, long-term planning. Interesting. This is so different than what has been coming up, in the sense that you actually look stable enough to start to plan out farther and farther and set your intentions for what you want moving forward, other things that you want to do, because this card won't rest well in your system if you're not stable. So there's definitely been a shift. Because if you're in fear, right, like with the Nine of Swords energy, that is not a safe space to like plan from, for example. So this is a really grounded energy, and I think you're starting to realize just how big things can get for you. And then let's see what you have shifting out. The Fool. Yeah, there was like a big jump happened here. I don't know what type of risk you took or what transition happened, or there was something that you did recently. This is very recent. So whatever risk, whether it be an internal shift that you made or something that you did externally or something that you committed to, I'm getting that it's all starting to really have a major impact and ripple effect. Okay, let's see. What's in the oncoming energy? The Hierophant. Oh, thank God. Love to see it. There's no other card I would rather see. This is like the remedy. You actually have more ease. Whatever, this was the move. This was the pivotal point for you, where it was the leap of faith. It was the I'm going to jump and the net will appear. And then you're kind of crafting it, you're putting it together, you're prepping, you're planning, you're looking at the field and just asking yourself, what do I want to build here? What is my intention for creating in this space? And then the Hierophant is the deep structure. This is long-term plans, vision. It's the ultimate stability. Think about it that way. It's kind of reading as a 10 of Pentacles. Like this is a long-term thing that you're in the midst of right now. So let yourself be intentional because it is so long-term. That's also like, because this card you see, she's building a fire. That's kind of the energy of this. And so the Hierophant is being created, or it's transpiring off of the back of the Three of Wands. So that's what's piggybacking on it. And then let's see what else we have going on in the external. Two of Wands. Same thing, looking out. Like, what is the roadmap? What needs to happen? This is a great planning week. The environment is right for that. So this is reflecting more of the environment that you're in, or whatever conditions are set up for you this week is an exceptional time to plan, to daydream, to let yourself really go into that. The vision is really, really big, especially with Aquarius season and all of this Aquarian energy that we have right now. It's ripe for future planning. And then we also have the Eight of Pentacles. Whatever you've been working on is starting to show up. Okay, whatever you've been building, creating, that's all starting to be reflected to you externally. So this is a nice solid thing to see here. Oh my God! How? Remember when I said, hey, the Hierophant, building off of this is reading as the 10 of Pentacles. What do you know? So this is also why you may have been feeling a little anxious, wanting things to be fast. But remember, this is the time, because of how much you've had to digest and work through, it is better to be thorough than to be rushed. So you want something that's going to be able to stand the test of time, not something that is just going to temporarily satiate you. You get what I'm saying? So all of these things that are appearing in your environment are a result of the work that you put in, the intentionality that you've put behind it, right? So there has been a method to the madness that's been happening this whole time. It's just really hard to hold that when you're in the middle of some type of distress and working through emotions and fear. Right? So that is where this is taking you, but this is just a reflection of, hey, that thing that you've been really focused on and that thing that you've been doing and you've been showing up for, that's exactly what you're seeing the benefits of. So explosive, and I mean that in a good way, the explosive manifestations, the happily ever after, if you will, the long-term stability, the building off of the intention, the foundation, the emotional world and feeling. Then you have the long-term structure and stability building off of that, right? Then you have more visions unfolding. Because ultimately, when you get to the top of a mountain, when something big happens, you want more. Because we're creative beings. We want to do more. We want to explore more. And so it's like your vision, the environment this week is such that your vision is expanding because something has finally clicked for you. And this is also, I'm getting a lot of comfort this week. I'm getting a lot of love, a lot of abundance. This is just looking really yummy. Let's see what advice is coming up for you or what's happening internally. The gift. It's happening. You're seeing it. It's here. It's here. It's already here. It's already available. This is a wonderful card to have here. This is the ultimate like manifestation card as well in this deck at least. And you have the Four of Swords. Don't forget that this has taken so much work and so much energy, right? And by work, I mean alignment, not effort. Don't confuse it with like exhaustion. But the Four of Swords is encouraging you to integrate, right? Don't just climb the mountain and say, okay, what's next? Even though we have a tendency to do that, it's also wise to celebrate, to integrate, to let it sink into your nervous system, because that's where your capacity to receive more is going to live. And so if you can allow that to trickle into the body and for you to hold it fully, that is where you're going to access even greater stability in what you've already created. I hope that makes sense. Now, speaking to the gift a little bit more, I think this is, the thing that's jumping out at me is how dark this card is. So it's kind of like the beacon of light showing up in all of the times of darkness. So this may have been something that you were really, really torn up about and really distressed over, that you're starting to see like, oh my God, the work is actually paying off. Oh my God, this is actually happening. So the darkness and the shadowy nature of this is telling me that it was probably a really tough experience at some point. So this is even more of a reason. I'm not surprised if you've been working for ages on something. I'm not surprised if you're here with this Four of Swords needing to just take a breather for yourself, because as you've upgraded, one of the things is it kind of feels like you're gonna fly out of the roller coaster, right? And so you just want to make sure that you're having appreciation for the transformation that you've just undergone. Okay, let's do a 3-card pick. Okay, go ahead and ask a question, ask for guidance, clarity, support, whatever you're needing. If you need more time, pause the video. Here's card number 1. We have the Queen of Swords. So I'm getting a shadow and light side of this. For some of you, this is going to be showing up as, there's empowerment in doing it yourself, in you finding that stability, finding your independence. For others of you, this is inviting you to play with the idea of not having to do it all on your own, of receiving help, receiving support, if that's something that, if you pride yourself in hustling and working hard and doing everything alone, then you need to practice the alternative, because this could actually be not playing in your favor, right? Having to just carry everything on your own 2 shoulders. So consider that with whatever you have coming up. Consider vulnerability a little bit more, or a lot more for some of you. Otherwise, this is going to be a time of independence and freedom and really honoring that. Card number 2, we have the Queen of Cups. This is more about your emotional authority. I'm getting something very similar, where for some of you, this is going to be like you feeling like a master of your emotional realm, of your emotional process, feeling really good in your emotions. And for others of you, you're going to need to be careful with being moody and taking that out on others. So just keep an eye on that, right? Is it actually something, it's kind of like choose your battles. Is this actually something that you want to get into with someone? Or are you just needing to process something yourself and then come back to the conversation later? There needs to be a little bit more discernment around what you're doing with your emotions. Or this is just you feeling really good in your emotional world. So we'll see where you land with that. And emotions are also a part of the solution here. your emotional body. And then card number 3, boom, you've done it. 10 of Pentacles. This is the ultimate. A lot of power in this card, and this is kind of like you get to have it all. You've done it. This is a massive success card. So this is the intersection of love and family, legacy, and material. So think about, how even like sexuality and money are very, very intertwined. So your relationships, your experience in relationships, a lot of the time are reflective of money as well, in many ways. It's not a direct correlation, but there's similar patterns that are going along with that. So it seems like there's something that's tied up in both for you with this card. And it's just, again, I want to like pop a bottle of champagne for you. That's the energy of this card. It's like the big fat yes, yes, yes. The unachievable, or what you thought was unachievable, has been done. You've reached that point of success. It's happened. Yes, yes, yes. So that is all that I have for you today. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, leave a comment if this resonates with you. Sign up for my newsletter because you get an exclusive reading every single Sunday. And you will also get notified when stuff goes on sale and all of that other good stuff. And I will talk to you next time. Have a good one, everybody. Bye-bye.